And hello, ladies and gentlemen, CJ here, and welcome back. So we have got some UFOs, paranormal. We got some mad stuff today. So sit back, relax, enjoy. Hit that like button if you like what you see, and subscribe if you want to see more. But let's get on with it, shall we?
This is actually creepy. Watch this. The light's on in the living room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I turn it off. Watch what happens. Ready?
Better be a jump scare.
1, 2, 3.
Oh!
There's a silhouette right in front of me. Nah, this is messed up.
Yeah, no. Oh my god, it is a jump scare, isn't it?
I turn the light back on. There's nothing there. So where the hell is that shadow coming from?
Ooh. Oh, imagine seeing that. Giddy ant. Oh, that is
creepy.
horrible.
Watch this.
That reminds me of the film, is it called Diane or something like that? Oh, the one with Lights Off. Is it Lights On? That film absolutely terrified me. It did. That film really got to me. The fact that you didn't know where he was coming from, and lights on, he was getting quicker, and you're just waiting, and you're waiting for that initial happen. I've seen that in my house, right? I would be freaking, absolute freaking, right? I just drill a door. I take everything out in the daytime, and that'd be it. Then it'd be a plasterboard day, and I'd never go in that room again. Simple as that, really.
Look at her, she go. It's a UFO for real, y'all.
Whoa. Downtown Detroit. It's happening. It's happening. Doesn't look like AI to me. I haven't seen this video before. So you don't know whether to believe or not. I believe in UFOs, don't get me wrong. And I think that people are hyping on this train and making loads of mad videos. But this looks pretty real to me. But I could be wrong. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments.
That is crazy.
That is crazy.
Y'all, that's crazy.
Imagine seeing that.
UFO for real, y'all. I promise y'all. Look, we got all these people. There ain't no damn street light. My uncle's got
Street
a
light.
street light. That ain't no street light, bro. That's a UFO.
And then you hear the sirens.
This the fucking street light right here. This the fucking street light. That ain't no fucking street light. That's a street light.
Why do you have a picture of Snoop Dogg at the end crying?
Could this be an actual split of reality itself? On
Crazy,
Friday the 3rd of April 2026, something strange happened in Liverpool's AXA training centre. Out of nowhere, a thin black seam appeared in the sky. It hovered above the clouds, sharp-edged and unmoving.
It looks like a break in glass, doesn't it? Like it's some sort of dome, and there's a break.
And then out of nowhere, it disappeared as if it was stitched shut. People have speculated, do we live underneath an engineered dome?
Yeah, there we are.
Most people believe this could be an atmospheric illusion, but other people believe that it could be a slit in the sky. Was this created by unknown intelligence to protect humanity? Was it built to contain us on
I just see something like that in the sky. That's definitely strange.
planet Earth? Is it a glitch in a massive barrier that only occasionally reveals its seams? Some people even believe that it could be celestial gates or gates to the heavens.
Yeah.
What do you think it could be? The explanation to this incredibly strange video remains unsolved.
I do not have a clue. It definitely looks like it's a crack. You got a crack coming, like it's like by here, isn't it? And then there's obviously then that big gaping hole. And then down here, I don't know. If I seen that in the sky, I'd definitely be scratching my head and taking another look at my meds. I know. Bloody Gideon.
Shadow or a smudge of light, something that looks disturbingly like a person. The parent tried to reassure their son, explaining it away as dust, interference, or a camera glitch. But the teenager wasn't having it. According to the Post, he was upstairs burning sage and begging his sister to swap rooms.
I must have seen that on a camera. Sister, can you take my room? I don't know if I get human. That looks some sort of like cryptic or whatever it was. It's creepy, isn't it?
Commenters didn't hold back. The top reply, with over 500 upvotes, read simply, WTF, this looks like a real person. Another highly upvoted comment said, if that's honestly the original picture, I'd already be moved out.
Yeah.
The
Definitely.
uploader later suggested it could possibly be their daughter caught on camera.
Really? No. No. Whatever you caught there is definitely something paranormal, in my opinion. If you've seen something like that on a camera, you know, I don't know. I've never seen anything like that on a camera. But if I seen something like that on a camera, my automatic reaction would be that that's not human.
But they weren't sure. So was this just a camera artifact that happened to resemble a person, or was something genuinely caught on camera in that bedroom at 1 a.m?
I think something was generally caught on camera at 1 a.m. What do you think? Let me know in your comments down below.
We have something pretty special here. This UFO footage was just shown publicly today after being hidden for 31 years.
Wow.
It was filmed in 1995 near Groom Lake, Area 51, by a researcher, a man named Chuck Clark. He and a friend captured this glowing orange disc hovering, not stable. It shifts, it tilts, it undulates, and then he does something very strange. He doesn't release it. He keeps it for 3 decades. No selling of it, no publicity, just a tape basically sitting in a box for 31 years. And now it's finally been shown. Enter Logan Paul. So Logan Paul offered to buy this footage from Chuck Clark some years back, and Clark refused. Logan, at the time, was wearing a hidden camera and secretly recorded the screen when Chuck Clark was playing it for him. Logan just showed this footage on Jesse Michael's American Alchemy podcast that just aired today, and Bob Lazar was the guest. Check this out. Watch it closely.
And they have a camera resting on the armrest, pointed through the front windshield.
I can't see nothing, dude.
And then it cuts to under the dashboard, and you see something very clearly illuminating like the top of the dashboard, and they're like hunkered underneath the car, and they're whispering to each other like, I think it's out there, like I don't know what it is, maybe we should go out there. And they're like kind of scared.
Well, yeah. It's 30 years ago, isn't it, you know? The thing is, see, I think it is going to come out, but I think a lot of stuff that's going to come out about UFOs is not what we expect. So I expect that a lot of us believe and know, that aliens are real, right? Whether what these entities are is a different aspect of things. But I think what's going to come out as well is what they're actually doing. Like what's actually been going on behind the scenes and what's really going to be covered up. What's really the cover up. I think it's not the fact that they want to cover up aliens. I think it's what the aliens have been doing. I think that's what they want to cover up. I think it's going to cause uproar. And I believe that the governments know that people can handle UFOs. If they released now footage out of this today and said UFOs are real, I think a lot of us would be like, yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, I kind of already knew that. I think there's going to be some underlying issues, behind the scenes stuff that I think that they don't want to get out. So that's my opinion anyway. But aliens are real, but what they're doing, I think, is a little bit more sinister. And what word can I use? Sinister. What is sinister, really? And that's what's going to shock people.
Then something appears just beyond the glass. The craft is hovering extremely close to the car. It's orange and slightly wobbling or undulating in place as if it's on a wave. You can hear the two guys whispering.
Look out there. Stop it. Over there.
That's crazy, isn't it?
So this footage, it doesn't prove that the object was of non-human origin,
Hmm.
but the original tape still exists and Chuck Clark is still around. Well, let me know. Do you think this footage vindicates Bob Lazar in any way because of how he described this exact same type of craft?
I was thinking that exactly in my head. That's the kind of craft Bob Lazar described. And he looked something like that. I think we all can come to the conclusions that aliens are real, whether they're interdimensional, whether they're from another planet, whether they're from our oceans. I think is all of the above. But I think it's going to be a bit of an eye-opener when if they release what their actual intentions are. Now, I don't think actually their intentions to get rid of us, but from past, watching certain things like, like breeding programs and stuff like that, I think that's what's going to throw people up in arms and stuff like that. What do you think, guys? Let me know in the comments below.
His face transform.
Whoa!
Some people could say this is just a lighting, but there seems to be something more dark going on here. This isn't normal at all. This is absolutely demonic, and this rapper goes by the name of Sway Lee. This just goes to show you that these artists in the music industry, they participate in a lot of dark things behind the scenes. Also, this video is for entertainment purposes only. I'm just showcasing this video clip and how weird it looked when the light hit him, but maybe it was just the lighting. Maybe that's all that it was. Again, you can come to your own conclusion about this, but something ain't right about this at all. Something seems off about all of this, and I know I'm not the only one out there that finds this to be disturbing.
We all are, brother. We all are.
That finds this to be very bizarre. Again,
the thing is, see, right, if they weren't so blatantly now, as you can see, dabbling in the unknown and dabbling in the satanic stuff, which they clearly do on stage, with all the light and everything like that, is clearly that way inclined in it. Because if you've seen people, say for example, on stage singing harmoniously, all in white with light, you can feel the love and everything like that, you would say that's more godly. And then when you put other people on stage then where, they fight everything, and they're dressed all really, sexualized and stuff like that, then you can kind of say, right then, there's two sides of this, isn't it? And yeah, let me know if any of you are camera experts, because I ain't. Now, I can remember when we was younger, when we used to take pictures and, you have the little glowing red eyes and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And we always used to look at old pictures, and that's the case. Is this actually possible on a camera? Because that does look like, I don't know. But I think when it all, like I said, all these stars are dabbling in this stuff, it just gives stuff like this more like, it could be true, couldn't it? Because I believe in good and evil. I do. And I believe a lot of these people have sold their souls. So that's my opinion anyway. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, because
you can come to your own conclusion. I find this to be very, very strange.
Yeah.
What do you all think about this?
A game called Life on Earth, and if you're watching this video, you're probably a lot closer to winning the game than you might think.
Okay.
It does really seem to be that we live in a simulation. There's almost no matter in reality, and it's just photons, light, energy that responds to our emotions and our thoughts. And so what's the objective? What's the purpose of this experience, this video game matrix simulation? I want to offer a few perspectives, saving the most intriguing one for last. many people talk about. We're souls on a growth and healing journey,
Mm-hmm.
and that comes through experiences.
Yeah.
I love the book Journey of Souls. It talks about the planning process of picking our life, our body, our family, our challenges, and I get head to toe goosebumps when I read this book. I can't recommend it enough. Another perspective is that it's all about love. We're here to learn how to choose love over fear.
Yeah.
And I want to point out that a lot of us forget to give ourselves that love. We focus it outward, but you are every bit as important as anybody else. And ultimately, I don't think there is anybody else, that we're all fundamentally one at some level. So when you give yourself love, you are giving love out to the collective. Another reason we might be here, you're in a...
No, it's a scary thought, isn't it? You know, like when I do these videos and, you know, you can go down some deep rabbit holes and it can get quite mind-bending. Sometimes I just want to bury my head in the sand and pretend nothing's going on and just kind of like to just accept reality for what it is. But my mind just won't accept that. It's like, no, we'll never find out the real truth until one day. But we'll, you know, I think, well, I don't know what to think really. You know, it's just life, isn't it? Life. It's funny. Like David Wilcox last stream. Now, just before we watch this video, guys, it's you know, God bless him. You know, I love this guy. I've watched him for years on Ancient Aliens and that, and you know, there's definitely something strange with all this going on. Let's get into the video. But God bless him. May he rest in peace.
Frankly, people are disappearing. Scientists are going missing. Now they're saying they're going to investigate this. The president himself is saying they're going to look into this and see if anything's going on. It's a little bit scary. You can
see, but there he's looking scared, isn't he? You know what I mean? It's like, oh my God, something's going to happen. You know, it's, you know, I just like, why? If they're saying they're going to release this information, so obviously people behind the scenes do not want this information released, do they? You know, so I think it's a lot of, you know, it's just, I don't know.
Say it's a little bit scary, but you guys knew that I might still show up even though it was last minute and I've had a really rough week. Like, you know, that's kind of like every week, but somehow we keep on making it through all of this. I really wish there were other influencers out there doing global meditations, but right now it seems like I'm the only one. And so we gotta keep on track, you guys. I need other people out there doing this for me because I don't want to be a single point failure. If anything ever happened to me,
there we are, yeah.
God forbid. You know, we don't want that to happen, but I want other people to be doing this as well, not just me.
You know what really winds me up as well, right? Is like, they think we're stupid. They must think we're absolutely born idle stupid. Now, all of a sudden, everyone's starting to go missing. This comes out now, everyone's starting to go missing. They must be think we're a bunch of idiots who will just think, oh yeah, he passed on. Now, obviously, I haven't got the real reasons for it. I don't think, you know, anyone will know what's actually going on behind closed doors or stuff like that. Whether he was suffering, I don't know. But personally, me, it just seems a little bit too fishy, doesn't it? You know what I mean? All of a sudden, these people, very influential people, are going missing and being silent on this matter. And I tell you what, it makes you think sometimes. But that's all I got to say is God bless you, brother, and rest in peace. Because it was very, I was quite sad when I found this out, and you know, it all smells really, really fishy to me. What do you think, guys? What do you think, guys and girls? Let me know in your in the comments below.
So you're saying none of us are actually from Earth?
Not the Earth you think you know. The 7 continents we live on aren't our birthplace. They're a containment zone, a prison sealed off by the ice wall.
A prison for who?
For us. We're descendants of people who once lived beyond the wall, civilizations so advanced and defiant they couldn't be controlled. So long ago, someone made a decision: isolate them. Populate these continents with carefully selected descendants, erase their memories, erase their origins.
You're saying we are not natives here?
Exactly. We were placed here. Richard Constantine orchestrated what's called the Great Placement. He found these untouched lands inside the ice wall and realized they could serve as the perfect cage. But how do you populate entire continents?
Yeah.
Embryos. He harvested them from the ancestral lands, raised the first generation just enough to survive, then released them, let them believe they were inventing fire, tools, agriculture, when it was all designed.
So, all of human history is staged?
Absolutely.
Do you ever get that feeling, though, that people say you're free, but you get that feeling that you're trapped? And it's like, oh, what's his name? He was on the Joe Rogan podcast. God, I'm terrible with names, but he was basically saying we are a civilization with amnesia. Yeah. Do I believe the Earth is flat? No, but I don't know. I've never really been up there. You know, do I believe that we've been lied to on a large scale? Yes. And I think at this point in my life, I think anything's possible. And I think, I just don't know sometimes. Maybe I shouldn't think too hard about it. Let me know, guys. Let me know.
The couple had been dealing with strange activity inside their home for some time, so they set up cameras to document everything. From objects moving on their own to shadowy figures, things were already unsettling.
Oh, look at that.
But one night,
whoa,
it escalated.
Yes, I'm out of the fridge. Hungry. Ooh.
Oh, what the fuck? Baby, what took you so long to answer? Dude, the house smells like literally like rotten egg. Like, it literally smells like you forgot to take the trash out or something. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on with this shit. Like, I'm literally feel like I'm about to sleep. I was just taking a nap and the house smells disgusting. Yeah, I'll open the door. I don't know if that's gonna do much though. The door's open. I don't know. I need a fan or something. You need to get home and like air, like do something in here. Did you take the trash out?
Whoa.
What the fuck, baby? The lights are fucking flickering now, dude.
Whoa, look at the cross on the back. And the smell. You ain't just got no shadow figure back, fucker. You've got a full demonic presence by there.
Dude. Baby, stop! What the fuck?
Whoa.
Baby!
A strong smell of rotten eggs suddenly filled the house.
Sulfur, innit?
Then the lights began flickering, and the cross on the wall flipped upside down.
Can you imagine seeing that?
That was enough.
I'd be gone.
Overwhelmed with fear, she ran out calling for her husband. The activity, however, never stopped.
Wow. I'd be absolutely, yeah, I'd be like, yeah. What would you do? What would you do, innit? I'd be a bit bewildered with that.
Everything's showing normal. I filmed the guards outside of the palace.
I think I've seen this one.
Exactly the same thing. No heat whatsoever. You can see right behind them.
Right. I used to be a Queen's Guard. Yeah, I am a veteran. Many years ago, a good 19 years ago, that was my job. Standing outside Buckingham Palace, Windsor Castle, and all the Queen's residence. We're not lizard people. Okay? Those tunics are so thick. It is unbelievable. Now, I knew all, majority, well, not all of them, but the Coldstream Guards, Scottish Guards, Welsh Guards, Grenadier Guards, the Irish Guards. Yeah, just all genuine, down-to-earth boys and blokes just like me. Okay? I never seen anything strange when I was there. I can tell you one now. There was no lizard people there, but those tunics are extremely thick, ridiculously thick.
There is heat coming from the buildings, it's showing orange. But even when they're walking, how do you explain that? Again, I don't know whether they're reptilian, vampires, I don't know. I don't claim to know what they are. But what I would recommend is that everyone buys one of these things. And as I said, this is not clickbait. I've not amended the pictures.
I can, don't know what's changed. Things might have changed in 18 years, but when I was there, we were just born run-of-the-mill guys. Used to like going out having a drink. Just done our job, you know. Obviously, I spent a few years. I spent 2.5 to 3 years doing that, and then I toured in the Middle East in Afghanistan. Spent 6 months in Helmand province. So you kind of do a mixture of both. But yeah, we didn't, and I didn't see nothing weird about the Queen either, even though I didn't like meet her face to face, you know what I mean? Especially in like Windsor Castle, and you were, in some places you were quite close. So you did see it on occasions, you know. So yeah, so I used to be one of those, and I'm not a lizard person or a vampire. No, not to my knowledge anyway.
The FBI, the Pentagon, the White House, and Congress have all now officially opened up a brand new investigation. There are scientists that are directly connected to NASA, nuclear weapons, and classified military programs that keep on going missing, and nobody knows why.
The FBI is investigating possible connections in the cases of 10 missing or dead scientists and staff who worked at sensitive nuclear or space technology.
So ever since 2022, 11 different scientists that are connected to America's most classified programs have now gone missing under suspicious circumstances. And I cannot believe I'm about to say this right now, but the FBI just confirmed that they are officially looking for connections between all of them. 2 different employees from the same exact nuclear weapons lab vanished weeks apart. Both of them left behind their car, their keys, their wallet, and their phone, and one of their phones was actually factory reset before they disappeared. A NASA engineer just randomly vanished off the planet while hiking, and they were never found. And then a retired Air Force general walked out of his house and was never seen again. Those 2 people actually worked together on the same exact classified program. Hello? One of them was actually a military intelligence officer who worked for DARPA. He was gone right before he was supposed to testify to Congress about UFOs, and his cause was never confirmed. And on Kalshi right now, people have bet almost $100,000 that the government is going to confirm that aliens exist before 2027. I am going to keep on watching this story. This is obviously insane, so make sure you add me now so you don't miss any updates.
There's definitely something suspicious going on there. Now, we all know that, you know, even though none of us have any proof, we can speculate, okay, give our opinions. If you know something you shouldn't and you start opening your mouth, the wrong people will make you disappear. Okay, we can all, I think, agree on that. I don't think that's something that's conspiracy theory at all. Are aliens real? Yes. Are they gonna what do they know though? If they're gonna, what gets me, if they are gonna release, and they know they're gonna release, disclose about aliens, why are they making these people disappear if it's gonna come out anyway? What do they know that they really want to keep under wrap? Like they'll say that aliens exist, okay, but how are they just gonna say aliens exist? And we're going to be like, yeah, we know, but anything else? No, aliens exist. Are they going to go deeper down the rabbit hole? Are they going to say, right, they exist, they're from here, this is how they go, this is how we got alien technology, this, and that. We don't know how far they're going to go, do we? So I think it's just a matter of wait and see, but definitely some, well, I don't know. One can be, okay, fair enough, but 10, 11, and now David Wilcock as well. Definitely something fishy going on there, isn't it?
I want to play you a soundbite. Former colleague of yours, Matt Gaetz, making some pretty shocking statements yesterday about aliens. Take a look.
I had someone come and brief me who was in a military uniform, worked for the United States Army, that was briefing me on the locations of hybrid breeding programs where captured aliens were breeding with humans to create some hybrid race that could engage in intergalactic communication. Aliens that were living were in forced breeding programs with humans that had been abducted from war zones and from even the caravans of migrants.
All right. I mean, you know, I don't have the tinfoil hat on just yet, Congressman, but I'm wondering, you know, kind of how you react to that, because you are connected, you're on the UFO subcommittee. I mean, I'm just wondering what you make of that. Have you heard anything like that?
Well, I'm still a member of Congress, so I can't really comment too much on what Matt said. But I will say this.
Wait, seriously? Are you being serious?
Yeah.
Or is that tongue
I'm being
in cheek?
100% serious.
Okay.
I've been 100% serious. I've been briefed by just about every alphabet agency there is. And I'll just tell you this, if they would release the things that I've seen, you would stay up, you'd be up at night worrying about or thinking about this stuff. We just need to disclose it all. I'm sick of it. Well, I was briefed. I'll just tell you this. I was briefed last week on an issue, or excuse me, 2 weeks ago, and it would have set the earth on. This country would have come unglued, I think, if they would have heard all that I heard. They would demand answers, and we need to. But you know, it's never going to get. Unfortunately, it just keeps getting covered up, and the people that know are dying or disappearing, as the case may be.
Wow.
And for the record, I'm not suicidal, and I don't take risks.
He's saying that, but I am not that, because he wants it on record just in case something happens to him. So he's saying a lot, but without saying a lot. And I think that's where I was getting at, is the fact that aliens are real is not going to be a shock to anything. But I think what aliens are actually doing here, and what the government are allowing them to do for exchange, I don't know, for technology and certain things like that. I think a lot of people, it's not going to sit right with a lot of people, and they're going to be like, wow, yeah, this is wrong, you know. And I think that kind of disclosure, I don't know how far they will go with that kind of disclosure, you know, because they know if they release, like he said, release some of the stuff that he knows, like, well, obviously I don't know, you don't know, he clearly knows that he's going to keep you up at night. And like he said, but just for the record, basically, I'm fine. I'm not this. I'm not that. So basically saying, if anything happens to me, and then because of these reasons. Wow.
I'm glad you said that. I'm speechless, Congressman.
Yeah.
You should be. And I told the president, release it all. And the problem is, the people that are around the president don't know and the president doesn't know the questions to ask. A few of us are going to have to get with the president and tell him what he needs to ask and where he needs to look. I mean, you know, we're in meetings and they give addresses and tell locations of items, I'll just say. And the public has a right to know that. I mean, it's your tax dollars.
Absolutely.
Let's get it out there.
You got my attention.
Wow. What do you think? Do you think it's just going to be just a basic disclosure? Like, aliens are real, and people are going to be like, yeah, we kind of knew that. Okay, but we want more. And then it'll be the case of, right, we know aliens are real now, but is that it? Is that a disclosure we're going to get, or are we going to get more? And like he said, just release it all. But what will happen if we release it all?